Why Emmanuel? That's a good question. For me, I did my undergrad, it was accounting, and so I had all the steps in place to go work for a big accounting firm, but really wasn't excited about it, didn't feel led in that direction. And so my campus minister at Auburn, who I worked at a campus ministry in Auburn, was really talking to me about seminary, and the thought had kind of crossed my mind, and didn't really know what seminary was, and I didn't necessarily know it was 4 years or 3 years. But he talked a lot about Emmanuel and how great a place it was. And I'd heard of a few other seminaries, but I came here on a campus visit and just really loved it. I loved the feel of it. It was smaller, the teachers, there seemed to be a lot of interaction. The village, there seemed to be a sense of community. And it seemed to be kind of a slower pace of life, and I've been so busy, it seemed. And so it seemed like a place where I could really slow down and see God, and there's definitely the challenges of getting busy up here too. But one thing that definitely stood out was Chris Ross was a mentor of mine in Auburn, and I talked to another person about another seminary, and what he was telling me about that place was it was really challenging, it was really tough. He definitely grew as a Christian there, but he wouldn't want to do it again. And then talking to Chris about Emmanuel, every time I talked to him, he was like, "Man, I'm jealous you're going up there. And I wish I could be going back." And the same with Perry, they really love this place. And for me, when I was thinking, where do I want to go to seminary? I want to go somewhere where people, they loved it up there. They want to go back. So I fell in love with it coming up here just for that visit and just meeting everybody. It just seems to be a friendly place. And also just the teachers here. I remember talking with Chris about their criteria, just their resumes. We've got teachers from Ivy League schools. We got very qualified professors. And when you're in a class with a teacher like that with just 10, 15, 20 people max, there's a lot that can be learned there and a lot that can be learned out of the class. We had a kickball game last week with professors who were very qualified, and we're hanging out with them like friends. And so you're able to really know them not just at the academic level, but also at a spiritual level, and really see, not just what they're teaching in the classroom, but how they live their lives. So I guess that's why Emmanuel.